Chapter 2. A Voice Like Velvet. The first time I saw him, he was standing under a single spotlight at the green room, a small open mic lounge just off campus. His voice rolled out like honey over jazz, slow, smooth, and a little dangerous if you weren't careful. They called him Shakespeare. It was the kind of nickname that would have made me roll my eyes if someone else wore it, but on him, it fit. Not because he was brilliant, though he was, but because he made his words feel like spells. Every pause, every flick of his wrist felt intentional, calculated, beautiful. I was a sophomore at Florida A&M, majoring in marketing, but spending more time in poetry circles than lecture halls. I had on my favorite high-waisted jeans and a mustard wrap top that made my skin look like summer. When they called my name, I stepped up and did my thing, a piece called Melanin Manifesto that got a standing ovation and a side eye from two bitter exes in the back. When I walked off stage, he was there, clapping slow and nodding like he'd just seen a sermon. "You don't just write," he said. "You remind people who they are." I laughed. "And you don't just flatter, you audition." He smiled, and Lord, that smile was warm and wide, like it had somewhere to go. We talked the rest of the night, not just about poetry, but about purpose, God, family, legacy. He quoted James Baldwin and asked me what I feared most. I said mediocrity. He said to be invisible. I didn't know then how that difference mattered. Shakespeare was different. He wasn't loud like the frat boys or fake deep like the dorm philosophers. He listened in a way that made me feel sacred, asked questions that made me reach inside myself. He told me he was from Atlanta, that he worked in marketing. He had a business mentoring young creatives and had been featured in Ebony's 30 Black Creatives to Watch. I Googled it later, and he wasn't lying. We started texting that night. Every morning he sent a quote. Every evening a check-in. He called me queen and talked about energy like it was currency. He wasn't perfect, but he was present. And for a girl raised with love but not flattery, it felt like sunshine on bare skin. Still, part of me was hesitant. I was the type to take my time, but with him, I didn't feel rushed. I felt pursued. There's a difference. Looking back now, I can't tell you the exact moment love turned into something else, because that's the thing about narcissists. They don't show up as villains. They show up as everything you never knew you wanted. But back then, I wasn't questioning any of it. Back then, I was just a girl with glitter on her cheeks, a poem in her back pocket, and a man named Shakespeare making her feel like her words could save the world.